Iman, a name that means faith. Faith in yourself.
They told me I wasn't going to be able to play again. As long as I play, I'm going to make something happen. I'll figure it out.
Faith in your family.
Having a kid finally made me realize it's a game, and I can't kill myself over the game.
Faith in your team.
If y'all get it on the other end and Buddy Hield's open, you're dead. You know what I mean? If we get it to the other end and nobody stops De'Aaron Fox, you're dead.
Join us as I sit down with the man behind the scores and Purple Talk to learn how that unwavering belief has guided him past being an unranked prep player.
I wasn't ranked. I just went to the tournaments and said, who's ranked?
To the centerpiece of a culture shift in Sacramento.
They were talking about how the Kings was cursed ever since the playoffs and all this other stuff, but we can't be cursed if we the scores. So we the scores now. Scores it! Hey, scores it! Scores it!
I'm Kayte Hunter. He's Iman Shumpert. And this is Kings Central.
Scores is here. Are you first stop? First stop? Peace, God. What size you need? What size you need there, brother? Here you go, baby girl.
Can you say hello to my client really quick?
The scores is here. Talk to me, God. A double, okay. Hey, brother, you see what's on the rack, baby. Don't be too much. You need it too? Okay, we got a duel. Hold on, we making our way over there. Hold on. Scores is here. Talk to me, baby. The scores is here. The scores is here. Hey, man. Score 130 and forever hold your peace. There we go, brother. There we go. What's going on? You got one? What you need? Of course you can. You gotta talk to me, brother. I talk back. Scores are back in town. Yeah.
First off, Iman, thank you for taking the time. I know on practice days and in between game days, it's a lot. So we're grateful for you. Just watching you go through the offices, the Kings offices. Scores are here, scores are here.
Scores is here. Hey, scores is here.
Like, it's hilarious. And you talk about an energy shift. You are an energy field of your own.
Going through the offices today and, you know, people lighting up and being able to stop from their desk that I know they're probably staring at the computer all day, hunched over, back hurt, for them to just have that.
Scores is here.
Because a lot of them were caught off guard. They didn't realize I'm pretty loud. I admit I'm pretty loud.
The scores is here.
But in the best kind of way, not in the obnoxious way.
When you're just on the computer, the scores is here. And it's like, what? And then it's like, oh, a shirt? So that scores came from when I got here and I finally got my feet back under me. We played pickup in the summer. It was, I'll score you. And then Scal will have a good day and say, I scored your ass, you know? I scored you. Scored you. Then Yogi got into it. Yeah, I'll score you, Shump. Then it was Buddy coming in early with a basketball. Buddy's always here early with a basketball. People don't understand. But he got into it where he coming, yes, Shump, I'm gonna score you today. Like, I might have missed a couple yesterday. I'm not gonna miss today, I promise. Like, I'm scoring you. And it became so contagious around the locker room that somebody said it to me. They said that, who do you play for? You know, and they were getting at the Kings, like, who do you play for? Like, they was getting ready to say it, and I was like, the scores. Scores came out easy, but I'm saying scorers. Mm-hmm. It's just I'm saying scores.
So there it is.
That's how it came. The scores is here, but I'm really saying scorers. It's just I don't get the R all the time. So when I wrote it out, it just looked cooler that way. With the score shirts coming, I wanted a cool way to give something to Sacramento because Sacramento also doesn't understand that was hard for me, like, going through that time. Like, when I got traded here and everybody sort of threw in the towel, like, people in Sacramento was like, oh, we need you. Like, it was people tweeting me. I wish I could remember all the names of the people. Like, people were tweeting me and I was screenshotting and stare at it before I went to sleep. Like, people was like, yo, I've been wanting you to get traded here for so long. Like, They had trade rumors of you getting traded here back when you was playing for the Knicks. I know you can help this team. Like, we need you to bring the defense. We need you to bring the mentality, bring the toughness, bring this, bring that. And all I was thinking was my head, like, yeah, if my foot get right, I promise I'm gonna bring it. I promise. I was like, I just need this to go away. Every time I take a couple of steps and jump, I feel it and I can't move anymore. And then I'm out for another week and a half, 2 weeks. And I wanted to just keep tweeting them back, like, I'm trying. But after a while, I was getting old. And it was like them just constantly craving it and begging for it. It was like new energy for me. And I just appreciated it. So I'm like, I gotta do something for them.
I want to explore that with you because I've been on that side. I've been on that side when your career ends because of an injury, not because you had control over the situation. That must have been incredibly difficult from you from a mental standpoint. What was that? How did you get through that?
What's crazy is my trainer quit. Friends started acting weird. A lot of the business relationships and things that I was working on, people stopped picking up the moment I left Cleveland. People were asking me, like, where are you playing at? Like, where are you at? Dang, you in Sac? You gotta get out of there. And it was just I couldn't understand. When I got my foot back and I could breathe again, I made myself a promise to bring that energy, and then I got excited about, because all I could think about was, they were right there every game. They were right there, and they just didn't know. They hadn't been there, they were rookies. Half of them ain't seen nothing, ain't worried about nothing. Some of them didn't even ice after the game. You know what I mean? I'm like, my body's aching.
Yeah, 19-year-olds,
They're not even icing after the game. They just leave the locker room, take a shower and leave. And I'm like, these dudes, I could get them over this hump. I could get them over. I'm looking at coach talking to me at the exit meeting. I'm like, dog, you can do whatever you want with me. I just gotta play. Like, they told me I wasn't gonna be able to play again. As long as I play, I'm gonna make something happen. I'll figure it out.
Shumpert to tie the game. Good start for Iman Shumpert. Shumpert shooting it well, though. That's back-to-back threes on the angle for Iman Shumpert, who got the start tonight. Can Shumpert hit another? The hat trick for Iman Shumpert.
Personally, professionally, I'm happy for him, happy for his family, and I've always had a belief in him, and we get along very well.
And I think it helped me and Jaeger just to have that conversation, and him to see, like, I just want to play again, bro. Like, I just want to smile again. Like, if I get to play, I'm good. And I don't wish it upon anybody to hit that end of the line, because you know that feeling of, like, why is my body failing me? But hitting that line was good for me. I don't know how it is for anybody else, but for me, especially to go through it in the fashion that I did, it was good for me.
So it does seem like it's come full circle for you, because when I talk to the guys in the locker room, they talk about you as a leader on the floor.
He knows what he's doing when he's out there, and he's one of our vocal leaders.
But most importantly, I think what you've been able to do for them off the floor with getting everyone together and kind of building that chemistry and camaraderie.
When I came in under Melo. I didn't know who was be my veteran, or, I didn't really care. But when Melo took me under the wing, Melo he taught in a different way. And he would do stuff like, just make me come to his room. Hey, look, come to my room. And I come to his room, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just there. But I watch him do Normatec. And he's got a personal masseuse. And I watch his meal ain't the same as what I'm ordering. I'm ordering chicken tender and fries, and he getting big salad and a bunch of fruit. Everything's grilled. I'm laughing at his plate, but I'm seeing it. You know what I mean? And I want to go out and do this, and every once in a while he'd go out, but most of the time he wouldn't go out. And then he'd make me every once in a while, hey, look, I need you to come by here and bring X, Y, and Z. I go bring it. I get to this house, and I'm hanging with Cayenne, his son. lives walking around, I'm seeing a family setting. And then I see him get 40. And then I started slowly putting it together, like all the good players have a stable routine. They all in the house. It's a consistency to what they got going on. It's a science to what they got going on. And I start putting together his age and his timing and, just understanding things. And it was like, when I got here, I'm like, if I don't do that, I failed him, because he didn't fail me.
Coming up on Kings Central.
It's all so worth it when you get here. You know what I mean? It's that feeling. And I just always felt like Centerpiece, I could be a piece of that puzzle.
They say the scores are back in town. The scores are back in town, yeah. Scores are said. Who else needs something? The scores are said. What size you need, baby? I got it. They say the scores are said. The scores are said. Hey, son, what you doing in that dark office like that, man? They say the scores are back in town.
I think that one of the fun things is we don't like to see you sitting out. Nobody likes it. The best part about it, though, is what you're wearing. It's like, what is Shump going to walk out in today? Would you say that you're the most fashionable player on this team?
In the league. When I get dressed in the morning, it makes me feel like my father. Like, people don't understand it. Like, my father he always had a suit on, but you could see him transform when he put the suit on. He'd wake up, he got his coffee stain on his shirt and all this rah-rah, we making fun of him, but when it's time to go to work, that white shirt real clean. You know what I mean? The cufflinks come out, got his own cufflinks. He had his gold watch, that would glisten. With me, I was like, I couldn't wait till I could, give that impressive showing every day. For me, I wasn't like him in where I wanted to wear suits. I always felt like I wanted to be, like, my mom worked in fashion design, so I saw all her booklets. I saw her telling her students, like, oh, this wouldn't work because the torso is too long. It doesn't fit the frame of this, and these patterns don't go together. And I would ask her stuff like that. Why can't you wear stripes and plaid? Why can't you? And she's like, well, you can't, they clash and la. And I'm like, but
Hurt your eyes.
why can't you do that?
So you obviously have your own clothing line, which I'm sure, I don't know, as the little boy looking at your mom's sketch pads, if that was on your plan.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, but where did you come up with Centerpiece?
So at first I had the post-90s collection, and that was just for that's my 90s head. I don't know if people know what the gold logo is when I had the high top. That was, a collection of what the 90s made me. I felt like I was in the wrong time era at times. Like, I wanted to wear the short shorts, and by the time I got in the league, they're baggy. Yeah. I wanted to be able to be physical and foul hard. So when I was trying to make a upscale version of that, because I just had t-shirts, that was a t-shirt line there, that was my first little dream. But then I wanted to step it up and do like high fashion stuff, because I was just getting older. I stopped wanting to wear as many sneakers and short gym shorts. I wanted to wear things that made me feel grown, made me feel like I had a new contract. And as I was trying to figure it out, I was gonna go with Post to Be, because I was playing off the post-90s and making people understand what it meant. And I was like, it was gonna be the Post to Be Centerpiece collection. And the centerpiece was the 90s head being the centerpiece of the chessboard. Just to understand why that logo came about. I played chess in life in my mind. So the chess piece was supposed to be the centerpiece. It was actually John Geiger and Sean Davis in a meeting with me, and he's like, I said, yeah, it's gonna be the centerpiece of the whole collection. He was like, the centerpiece? He was like, you should just roll with that. That sounds way cleaner. Like, you doing all this posting, like centerpiece, just like the way he was like, the way you even said it, like you meant it, like centerpiece, like it made sense. Like, I was the centerpiece to my family. I was the piece that made a lot of things make sense. I may not be the star player of anything, like, and that's fine. I never said to myself, get to the NBA, be an all-star, make $100 million contract. I never said that to myself. I said I wanted to go to the NBA and I wanted to win a championship because I never saw grown men cry the way Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan cried when they won a championship. I said, whatever that is, because I never saw my dad cry. Whatever that is that make grown men lay on the floor boo-hoo crying like that must be worth it. You know what I mean? And to me, that's all I wanted. And I was like, I can be a piece of that. Like, I can be a great piece to a championship team. I can be a great piece.
What was that feeling like? If that's what you saw.
It's exactly what it feels like. It's exactly what I saw. Like because when the clock goes out, you have this, you get ready to jump, but then you look at the clock and then you try and process in your head. Because the whole time you think, one more game, we just gotta win the next game. And then it's like, there's no more games. Like, we're done. Like, and then for us, we didn't win it in the home arena. So there's like this weird silence. And I can hear Bron, I can hear Kyrie, I can hear Coach Phil, I can hear like everybody screaming. I heard JR scream, yeah, boy, yeah. And then I hear the sobs start. And then I hear the voice start crackling because it start hitting people. Then you just see people just laying down. Then you see T. Lue over there just like weak. And you start just putting everything together. And I remember taking my hair out because I had it in a ponytail. I remember taking the bun out and just looking around at a defeated crowd. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's really a feeling of being outside. It feels like your heart drops, your knees get weak. You don't know whether to cry, you forget to breathe. It's like a hyperventilating feeling that you're enjoying. It's worth it. Like, it's so worth it. All this, everything we went through this year, every injury I've had, every fan that talked trash to me, it's all so worth it when you get here. You know what I mean? It's that feeling. And I just always felt like Centerpiece, I could be a piece of that puzzle. So when I became, when Centerpiece, the name came, it just, I don't know, everything just was like, I can tell this story.
Coming up on Kings Central.
This team hasn't played this well or had this much hope around it for a while. Where do you think this is going?
To the playoffs.
Okay, here we come. The score's 10. The score's 10. You bought one. Oh, dang. Scores are back in town, yeah. What size? Talk to me, I'll talk back. Talk to me, y'all. Medium? What size you need? Okay, coming to you. The scores is gone.
I would say that you're probably the closest thing to a Renaissance man that you can get in the league. I mean, everything, fashion, your own companies,
I appreciate
but music as well. I mean,
yeah, my album comes out on the 15th.
On the 15th of January?
My drip is Mr. McDowell's couch, but Lisa ain't dumping me. When it rains, then it pours, and Patrice keep me company.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my album.
Oh, so it is going to be coming out right before this episode airs, which is so
awesome.
great. So give a little plug for it.
So it's called Piece de la Foto Pie, and it's the de la Foto is really of the effing, but it's part of my French standard, and it's more of a direct subliminal to like people that were around me for just that, because when I went through that time period, it was like as everybody faded away, and like I read the articles. It was people like, it was a YouTube video, right? And it said, what happened to Iman Shumpert's career? And they were like going through it and like saying I was a reality star, and you know, I stopped caring about ball, and I just wanted to rap, like all these things. And it was like, I was like, yo, I rapped since I was in 6th grade. Like, none of y'all had nothing to say. Nobody said it was bad because y'all swore up and down I wasn't going to the NBA.
I just want the money, I got plans for it. They told me I would never have the hands for it. I take so much out the bank, I need a band for it. I got everybody around me in a transport.
And it's like people can't wrap their mind around the fact that you tell basketball players not to be a dumb basketball player. You say, study this, go to school, have a backup plan.
Be diverse.
Be diverse. Talk to these people. Introduce yourself to these business people. Do this stuff on the side. Try and make sure something happens. You may only be able to play for 3 years. Do this, do that, do this. I did everything. And then you told me I wasn't focused. That's just, it doesn't work like that. And then it freed me this summer. All the things that happened to me, it just freed me. I think people will resonate with it just because it's like, it's me, but people in some sort of capacity go through what I went through, where they have the why me story. Why? What did I do? You know, that vulnerability is like a jewel to people, because it's like people are so afraid of being vulnerable. In love, people are so afraid to tell somebody they love them, just because it's like, what if they don't love me back and I have to deal with defeat? Like my wife will tell you, every time I saw her, I dropped everything I was doing and ran over to her and got in her face and talked to her. I didn't care who was around, what was going on. I didn't know who would, like, I can't remember the people in her circle every time I did it. But it was like, I may never see you again. This is the second time I saw you. This is the third time I saw you. But after this time, it could be that I never see you again. And I need you to either never forget me or I need you to understand I'm dead serious. So I would drop everything, and it's those type of moments that create a story. It's those type of moments that show people they still alive.
And we're past the midway point of the season now, and this team hasn't played this well or had this much hope around it for a while. Where do you think this is going?
To the playoffs. There's the cool thing about this team, and it sounds like a advertisement for the shirt. We can score the ball with anybody, and that can make up for some mistakes. But what people should start taking notice to is the mistakes lessening and the decisions growing up, the understanding of the hot hand, the understanding of defensively the rotations, our ability to understand, oh, this mismatch, how do we fix this mismatch? Oh, they threw a pass to the right now. I can completely leave the lane and get Willie off this guard, and he can go back to the big man, and now that ball screen they ran 8 seconds ago meant nothing because they ran it to get that mismatch, and now the mismatch is fixed, and now y'all about to take a bad shot. And if y'all get it on the other end and Buddy Hield's open, you're dead. You know what I mean? If we get it to the other end and nobody stops De'Aaron Fox, you're dead. And that's the excitement I think fans got to start seeing and start appreciating, is the way we're correcting problems without conversation. It's an instant. We can feel each other now.
Well, I think I speak for all Kings fans when I say this. I'm glad you bet on this team. I truly am.
No,
and thank
for
you
sure.
so much for sharing your energy. Because that's what this, I mean, that's the best way to describe this interview. It wasn't an interview. You shared your energy with me today. It's awesome. I thank you so much.
Of
so
course.
much fun.
Thanks for having me.
And that wraps it up for
Scores said.
the latest episode of Kings Central.
Tell them to get their score shirt, centerpiecestuff.com.
Hold on, we got a couple coming, hold on. Let's fill in the scores and say. Hey boy, hey, y'all look good. You look good with your score shirt, you look good.